Come in. Gabriel Stewart. What brings you to my neck of the woods?
Judge, I need your help.
Judge? Why so formal, Gabriel?
Hello.
It's done.
Welcome to part two with Anissa Bass. She lives an amazing life. Not only is she a nurse working with COVID patients, she is also a woman living her dream as an actor.
Oh, don't you look good?
Thank you, Dee Dee. You know I gotta look good for my boo tonight.
Girl, the last time I looked like that, I was pregnant with twins.
She is going to share with you her experience living her dream and why it's important to not give up on your dreams. Hi, Anissa. Welcome back.
Hi, welcome back. Welcome back.
How did you get into acting?
Well, let's see. I'm from Fayetteville, North Carolina, originally. Um, when I was a young woman, I attempted to break into the industry, of acting, modeling. I did some photo shoots, tried to enter into some contests, and just get my feel. Just try, really work on my self-esteem. I think that was really what prompted me to get started and all of that. I didn't want to, be too vain. I didn't know if I was doing anything right. I didn't have any formal training or anything like that. But I was real skinny growing up. I didn't really have the right body type, but I was tall, and I looked good in clothes, or so I thought. So anyway, I just started doing some modeling clothes at Lane Bryant, modeling for the maternity store in the mall, different things like that is kind of what got me into wanting to model clothes, and then started wanting to get into acting.
Okay.
And I started acting. I had a stint where I had went through a divorce. Me and my husband are now back remarried, but really 2012 I would say is when the acting and the modeling really started for me, because after the divorce, my self-esteem, of course, was down, and depression, set in and all that. And it was like when I turned 40, it was like, wow, just go for it. And so I did. And I was able to look inward, and really start to find my light again, and really find out things that I liked and things that, that I could do well. And so those were definitely the times when I noticed that I was really interested in acting and modeling. Yeah.
Okay. Do you do writing too?
Actually writing now. Since him and I got back together, we're writing. I got 3 books. I'm trying to get them done. So I have a book that I'm really finished with it. I'm just trying to like polish it up a little bit. It's 47 life lessons with Anissa Marie, and the second book is going to be a book about our relationship. It's called Everlasting Love. And we're writing it together. I'm sort of doing most of the writing, and he's doing a lot of the inputting. It's a truth book, It's our story, and it's some of it's raw, I can't you can't tell it all, but I got to tell enough,
Right.
to help somebody. So it's definitely um, us getting back together after 4 years, being divorced. It's called Everlasting Love, and it just talks about, our trials and triumphs and pains and growths and, things that we messed up on, and hopefully it'll help somebody else.
Yeah. Okay.
And then here recently, I've been inspired to write a book about my experience as a nurse, working COVID. So I got it written out. I got some rough drafts going on for that. So I definitely, 3 is my number. That's my life path number. So I'm really trying to knock 3 books out.
All right. Well, I'm rooting for you.
Yes, and this is 3 women voices. So look at that 3.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Thank
So when do
you.
you find the time to act?
Oh my God. Last year, the last thing I did the ending of a series I was on. It was on YouTube. It got cut because some of the content was a little much, but it was called Bondage, and that's where my acting was really starting to come out because I had more dramatic roles in the last season, and but anyway, when COVID hit, it kind of just stopped a lot of that. Um, I'm in another film. We're waiting for it to get, finished. It's already been filmed, produced, all of that. It's the autobiography of, it's called A Polished Soul. It's the autobiography of a good friend of mine that lives in Fayetteville. His name is Michael Ray Anderson. It's his life story.
Okay.
And I play a nurse. And so that was an easy role for me because I just jumped right in. I was the nurse that was talking to him while he went to sick call one morning, and we were talking about, his diet and his illnesses or whatever he was dealing with. But yeah, that was good for me to play because the equipment, I was able to just go right in and do my part, and it was real familiar. So yeah, I've had a couple of people contact me about some work, but because of conflict and schedule, I haven't been able to commit to it. But you just gotta get online. You gotta find the roles, that speak to you, and if you don't have any roles, you got to write them, So I've already written 2 of my own films. I just have to get somebody to produce them for me. I got 2. Yeah, I know.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, there's one. It's called Cassandra. It's a horror film.
Okay.
And, it's good. It kind of reminds you of the old horror film. I don't know if you remember this show used to come on. I think it was called Amelia. If I can remember, it was Amelia. It was like in 1970 something. Anyway, the woman was at home, and these artifacts came to life in her house, and they were in the house terrorizing her.
Oh, I don't remember that.
I kind of went off that same thing, but I updated it. You know what I mean? It was kind of like the same idea. And then another one recently that I wrote. Yeah, it's called The Siren. That's the name of it now.
Siren?
Siren. Yeah, like the siren going off.
Okay.
And it's sci-fi. We don't do sci-fi, so I did a sci-fi, and it's basically about zombies. And it's the world. So you got to write the stories that you want to hear about. I'm excited about that. I just got to push through and get them. Get them done. So yeah.
Right. Okay. So now what's your dream role to play?
Oh, my dream role to play. Oh, let's see. I don't know. I want to do something funny,
Okay.
I want to do a comedy role, Yeah, I think I need to do something funny. So I'm thinking with the COVID movie that I was thinking about, COVID is no laughing matter, but I watched this show on Netflix called Ratchet.
Okay.
It's by Ryan Murphy, and it's really good because it's a horror film. He wrote American Horror Story.
Yes.
It's a horror film / kind of like a comedy, and it's really interesting. It's really good. So I want to kind of do something comedy, upbeat, make people feel good. Yeah, I think that because I can do drama. I'm dramatic, and then I'm emotional. I'm very emotional.
You don't get mad because you don't have a man.
Pepper, trust me. If I wanted a man, I know how to get one.
Yeah, but you just have a hard time keeping one.
Those are easy for me. I like to do something that kind of challenges me, and I think being funny, that may challenge me a lot more.
Okay, it probably will. Yes. So now, what has been your most rewarding role or film?
My most rewarding role or film. Back in 2016, I did a film. It was called It's All Good. It's All Good. It was in French though. That's why I was trying to remember what was the other name. But anyway, it was called It's All Good, and it was about a woman that found out at a party that her fiance had possibly infected her with HIV. And I played one of her girlfriends in the film. In the beginning, it was a short film. In the beginning of the film, it was just us preparing for their anniversary. I mean, not their engagement party. And I played a role of a girl named DeBrion. I think that was her name, DeBrion. And it was rewarding for me because I learned a lot, about AIDS awareness. I already know so much anyway as a nurse, but it was just good to see that because this female was attempting to I don't want to give it away, but she was going to kill him at the party because she had found out. But instead of doing that, she ended up becoming a counselor. So that was a very rewarding film for me.
Okay. Was it on TV? It's on cable? Or was
It actually, the reason why it stuck out for me, it actually got picked up. It's a Michael Bowie and D.L. Hutchinson film. It got picked up by the Charlotte Film Festival. It got selected.
Okay.
And, yeah, so you can see it. It's on YouTube now. It's on Vimeo. You can actually see it. It's on DVD. We have it on DVD.
Okay.
So, yeah, I was excited because that did get picked up for a selection.
And what's it called again?
All Good.
All Good. Okay. Okay.
All good.
Right. So for people listening right now, why is it important for them not to give up on their dream?
Dreams come a long way. You dream different dreams at different stages and ages in your life. So, I wake up every day with a different dream. I got journals, books everywhere full of ideas and dreams. And, I just have to I get caught up with trying to do too many of them at one time. I got to get focused and get one done and get this one done and get that one done. But you shouldn't give up on your dreams because those are the things that, that you experience while you're here, and you take all those memories with you. And it's important to be able to leave something that you did that was great or worthy, of you and your cause. So it's real important to not die, leave this earth without fulfilling, some of your dreams at least. Yeah.
Okay. So now, what would you tell someone who feels stuck, in their life or in their job, and they have a dream, but they're afraid to go after it? What would you tell them?
I would tell them they just need to jump. They just need to do it. Find somebody or someone who's doing that thing that you want to do and be a sponge and, just soak it up. And don't listen to people, especially people that aren't doing their dream. A lot of people look at me and they say, wow, I didn't know that you were doing this or you're interested in it. Like right now, I'm painting, I got other things that I'm interested in. They're just coming out, and they're self-fulfilling and they're rewarding. So I would say just jump, just do it. Don't listen to other people because a lot of other people are going to talk you out of it or tell you if it's not a good idea. I don't think you should be wasting your time and you're too old, you're too fat, you're not the right look, whatever. You can't listen to those people.
So now what do you love most about acting?
I think for me, Debbie, I like that, in life we wear a lot of masks. We wear different masks every day around different people.
Yes.
So for me, I think acting and writing, allows you to be whoever you want to be, or get into somebody else's shoes.
Let me ask you a question, Mr. Detective. Try to put yourself in my shoes. Forget that you're a cop and look at yourself as a woman in love. You give all your heart and soul to that man, only for him not to give it back to you.
Become somebody else's persona. It gives you a different perspective, on that person's life. So I definitely like that aspect. Yeah. So
what do you want people to know about you?
I want people to remember me or know me not only for, my talents, but for someone who, just prides herself in professionalism and, my self-belief in myself.
Okay.
I have to leave a great legacy for my children. I have 3 girls, and they need to see that if you put your mind to something, that you can get it done regardless of, things, circumstances, changes in your life. We had a divorce. Oh, I didn't even mention, when we and my husband were married, we had 3 miscarriages, back to back to back. We got through that.
Wow.
We got remarried, and then now recently me working in COVID. So if I can get these things done in the midst of all of that, you can do anything, And sometimes hearing other people's stories, they're not, you think your story is bad or whatever you're dealing with in your life is bad till you hear somebody else's, and it's like, wow.
Yeah.
What am I complaining about? You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay. Now, in your career as an actor, I'm sure you've had to deal with rejection. What would you tell somebody about how to deal with rejection?
Oh, wow. I have been told no more than many times. No, 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 you're not the right look. I'm thinking the part should be mine. I didn't get selected. I sent in the interview. If, let me tell you something. Those no's don't mean nothing. All you need is one yes from God, and you got it. Those no's don't mean anything. As long as you know God has your back, you'll be just fine. There's a part out there for you. You just have to just keep trying, keep looking, and make sure that you're ready. The opportunity when it comes, make sure that you're ready. Make sure you have all the things that you need in order to be the person that they're going to select. So yeah, don't worry about the no's.
Okay. How far are you going to go in acting?
I think I want to get into filmmaking. Like, I don't know, maybe I might think about, because I've been doing some editing, with some of my videos and stuff. So filmmaking, yeah, I think, you can be any age. I think the woman that did Greenlee, Ava,
Uh-huh.
I think that's her. I think she didn't even go to formal film school.
She did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you can be any age and just start, get your camera and go. You can write the script or somebody else can write it and just learn it and go. You don't have to. Things are changing so much, and people are able to get online, use their iPhones, and do so much. So yeah, I think I want to get into that. Yeah.
So you would prefer being on the director side as opposed to the actor side?
I like both.
Okay.
Both, and I've had some experience, more so on the acting side. But yeah, I think I like to get behind the camera, and see what I can do.
Okay, so what's next for you?
Oh, what's next? Let's see. Like I said, I have some books, that's on deck. I'm trying to get those done. My daughter has told me that she's interested in, some modeling. So we've been, talking about that with her. She's 12, so I don't know. And I don't know. I've got I know I'm good with people. I know me being able to have, dialogue with people is good. So recently, me and my daughter started a channel. It's on YouTube, and I also posted on Facebook. It's called Out of the Blue, and blue is my favorite color. And I think that's how you and I found each other. I had made a video, and somebody recommended me to check you out, and I liked what I saw. So
okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think for me, just touching on topics, being able to talk to people about different things, that affect us all. Yeah, those are some of the things I want to do. I wouldn't call it a talk show per se, but maybe like a blog radio or something. I don't know. I have fun with it. I love it. And I love being able to speak to people and talk to people and give them information. And yeah, so I think that's up my alley. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
So now this is the last question.
Okay.
So now if it's somebody that wanted to get into acting, what could you give them about following that path?
Find out what kind of acting you want to do. Find out, because there's different kinds. You can get it. You can do acting where there's no script, unscripted, or you can get into something that's going to have a lot of roles. Learn memorization skills. Get you a comp card. Comp card is a card that has your pictures on it. It has all of your measurements. Your eye color, your hair color. You can get those done at Kinko's or wherever. You can do them yourself. You can go and get a management team to manage you. I did that, and I didn't really like that because I felt like I wasn't the center of their attention. They were kind of managing me and other people, like 20 other people. So for me, that didn't really feel good. It felt better for me to just be authentic and to get in touch. I like having the director's number, the editor's number, the producer's number, the casting director's number. I like being able to call and send you my stuff. So I've been very fortunate to be able to, get into film like that.
Okay.
And you never know, where it may take you. I haven't had anything that's reached out, I'm gonna say, to Hollywood, but all of the people that I've worked with have connections to Hollywood. They have connections to LA. You see what I'm saying? So you never know where your product may land. It may land in the hands, of Ryan Murphy or Tyler Perry or whoever, Yeah. So.
Okay. And so now, what about any words of empowerment for women?
Just, be your authentic self. Be yourself, Don't try to copycat or be anybody else. I learned that when you try to mimic others, or if you try to emulate somebody else's style, somebody's already did that. It's more authentic when you can find your own, your own creativity, your own lane, and master that. So I would say, just believe in yourself. Listen to that inner voice. If you don't, meditate, maybe just sit sometimes still by yourself and just listen to your voice and hear what it is you really desire, because a lot of times that's your intuition telling you, yeah, this feels good, this feels right. And if it brings you joy, I would say certainly, go for it, whatever it is.
All right. Okay. So then if anybody wants to reach, how can they reach you?
They can reach me. I'm accessible on Facebook. So it's Anissa Marie at Facebook.com. I'm also on Instagram. It's Anissa Marie 03 at Instagram. And if they needed to email me for anything, it's AnissaBass1 at Outlook.com.
Okay. Thank you, Anissa. I'm so happy that you were here. And I want to thank everybody for watching. If you want to reach out to Three Women Voices, you can reach us at threewomenvoices.com. Our email address is threewomenvoices@gmail.com. We're on Instagram at _3_Women Voices. And our Facebook is 3 Women Voices. And I thank you for watching. Oh, and you can also catch us on YouTube, 3 Women Voices, and on Pinterest, 3 Women Voices. And I thank you for watching.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Yes, you're so welcome.